Alright, what's up? The King Blues back again with another video. And today, we have some more Free Speed Bonanza gameplay. And we're going to talk about how my first impressions of the new arenas kind of format. What I think I see them doing with the arenas. And I got to say, it's really positive. We're going to get into that in a second and then post commentary. But before we get into that, got to talk about some cool buttons down below. First of all, if you're new, you could hit the subscribe button. It helps us reach our ultimate goal of the new ultimate goal. We will hit the ultimate goal, but the new goal of 2,000 by March. It's quite a long shot, I can't lie, but if we could try, we can believe. So we got that. Maybe we'll change it to 1,500, that sounds more realistic. Let's say 1,500 by March. And then we got like button, helps our videos get promoted to a lot more people, so if you could hit the like button if you like the new update, you like the video, stuff like that, or just hit it because you know you can. And then there is the comment section. Comment something related to the video, what you think about the new arenas schedule, how you think it is. But if you can't think of anything to comment the word glue. Anyway, so the new arena stuff. So what we had before was we had a top arena being BFB Coliseum. This guy just dies randomly, by the way, because he doesn't have the corrosive glue, which is kind of funny. And so what we had before was we had a BFB Coliseum at 25k winning 50k, and a Moab Pit 10k winning 20k. The problem with this was a Moab Pit is 40% of what BFB was, or is. It's not changed, has it? So this meant that if there was a quicker Moab mode out than BFB, you needed to be more than twice as quick. You need to get more than twice as many wins an hour for it to be worth it for you to play a Moab Pit instead of BFB Coliseum. Which is like really bad because there's a 60% difference. 40%. So a Moab win is worth 40% of a BFB win. Whereas we got ZOMG now, which is 35k, which means that the difference is only 30%. So a BFB win is only 70% of what you get from a ZOMG win, which means that, for example, say you can go 10 wins an hour in a BFB. This is just an example, just easy example numbers, but say you can average 10 wins an hour in BFB Coliseum Speed Bonanza, R3 Speed Bonanza, sorry. Then you would need, that would get you 500k. In ZOMG, it's then 7 wins to get the same amount in T0, but T0 is a slower mode, so you can kind of see how on days like this, you get options of what you want to grind, whereas say it was Moab Pit and BFB, you have to grind a T0 like no matter what, because if you're getting 10 wins in Moab Pit, that's only 400k versus that's only 200k, sorry, in Moab Pit versus a 350k in a BFB for the 7 wins. So the difference is just like so much stronger. But now it's pretty much the same. So you can actually do what you feel like you're better at, which is exactly what you want from the game. And so I think it's just a really good balance. There'll obviously be some days, I think, where they'll have a big ZOMG club arena, and in those days, obviously, you're gonna have to grind that mode. But just having like it be a more viable option to choose between, like say you go 10 wins an hour in BFB 3 power-ups, but maybe you can more consistently do it in T0, like 7s and 8s. It's now better to do the 8 in ZOMG T0 than a 3 power-ups BFB, but then you're going to have to learn 3 power-ups anyways because of how it works. So basically the way it works now is that you got to learn the more modes, and you've got to become good at the more all the club modes, all the different modes of the game, to be the best that you can, to grind harder, which means that higher skill players are going to win more often. If I just started out grinding, it's going to be a bit harder for newer grinders, because I could grind really well when I first started out because I could learn 3 power-ups really well, but now just knowing 3 power-ups really well is not going to be enough, I don't think. So so I think it's really good. I've seen now on Monday, because it's Monday that I'm recording this, that they are going to have some days of, some Mondays are going to have BFB T0 as well. I'd have probably liked a little bit more if they kind of just stuck to having the 3 days of the higher arenas, and then the boss as well, because well, partly because it meant I'd have to I could keep my the sleep plan if I was going to do an all-out grind, which I don't think I'm going to do it. I'll get into that in a second, but if I was to do an all-out grind, I'd have to change like how I work out the sleep pattern and stuff, because that's kind of a very fixed thing I have planned out and worked out what's optimal for me over time. So I would have to change, because the way I do it completely leaves out all of Monday's Moab Pit. I literally don't need to play any of that at all in the plan, but that changes. That's now BFB now. Yeah, so I prefer they just kept it to 3, because then it's just like 3 days of everyone's around, who's just the best in those 3 days, and then the difference will be greater because of like ZMG and bigger numbers as well. But I guess it would be something new to work out. But then yeah, it has this update got me back into wanting to do a grind again. Is it going to try to bail me out of retirement? I don't think so, no guys, I'm sorry. The only way I could potentially get a T1 is, say, there's a chest 11 on the Speed Bonanza ZMG. If there's Speed Bonanza, we're not certain about this yet, but we're thinking that there's with powers, Speed Bonanza and ZMG on one of the weeks. If there's that week out and there's a C11 going, and I've just done like typical mins up until Speed Bonanza day, then I just get somehow cracked at span at some point and just get carried away playing the mode, and for some reason everyone else is under playing, and I can basically just accidentally get to a point where I can get T1 if I just play boss. Then I'll do that. I won't just like not take the T1, but I'm not going to be like planning out grinds. I'm not going to be intending to do grinds. It would just be like an accident if we ever get a T1 again, I think. But you know, who knows? Maybe I'll be a hypocrite, or something will happen and we get back on it again. But if there was a 0% chance of us ever planning a grind before the update, now maybe there is a 0.5% chance. But I still don't think it's going to happen, because we've got other stuff to do, other stuff to focus on. That'll be better than grinding now. But yeah, interesting to see how the grinding goes. It would be easier to do it now because it would take less days because of ZMG. If there's the first 2 days are still just Moab Pit, then it'll be easier only having 2 days to have to play the game, rather than having to play every day. So it's become more accessible to do the grinding now as well. But I don't think I'm going to get back into it, guys, I'm afraid. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, we can get into the R3 Speed Bonanza post commentary now. So this is the main reason why the first game was really quick, but this is why I don't. I'll probably do T0 if it was this, because like this is such a long game, and you can't. If you get strategies like this, maps like this, you can't win any earlier. I like tried that. You saw those regen rainbows, regen leads to stop the fan club into the regen rainbows, but you can't do anything to make this game any faster. And then it's not in the highest arena. Like this is a similar time. Like I have a lot of quicker, a longer T0 game might not be too much longer than that game there. So yeah, that's why I never really practiced R3 Speed Bonanza. I definitely didn't need it when Moab Pit was out. Maybe could learn it now, because I've not done it loads and loads. I could try and see if overall maybe an average is better, but I think just learning T0 as strong as possible would probably be more optimal, because it's out more, whereas I don't know how much R3 Speed Bonanza is going to be out, but it's probably not going to be as much as T0, right? So that's the thought process behind that. Anyways, next map, Mountain Pass again. Actually, it's kind of funny, I didn't even realise this at first. But we got a really nice one. We got one which we can probably end on either greens with a surprise cripple or yellows jam-packed in. He's gone for Ninja Star, which is not quite the one, because we want to get Razor Rotors for greens, I think. Otherwise, just cripple's just going to really mess you up. But he gets his Ninja down now. Ninja Star also chases to Group Bloons a little bit, so he's got that problem as well. We send in the max greens, he's going to send the max greens as well. We've gone for our Razor Rotors now, so we're not going to struggle to anything. He could just boosting, just do it fairly early because he don't really need them. And he's going to start to get pushed on, so we can cripple. And this is going to cause him loads and loads of problems. That Ninja's not doing anything anymore. That Heli's going to struggle. Leaks down to 4 lives. Almost death, but not quite. So the worry now is that he could jam-pack cripple round 6 yellows at us. But we're going to start on offense right away, so we can't even think about it. And then we are going to get a second heli ready so we could double rotor if we need to, but he only needs to leak 1 yellow being at 4 lives, so he didn't need to leak that 1 yellow and he dies to that rush. And I think it's the last opponent. So yeah, it's another one that goes a little bit later, pretty much guaranteed because of Trap and Spike Storm. And yeah, so he's going to put his engineer over there, we're going to put ours up here. I don't think the spots really matter too much. You can just get the defense ready super early, so that is what it is. We can both get sprockets up before like the blues even come out whilst max ecoing, so. And yeah, cash injection's not doing loads for us, so I'd sometimes just use them pretty early on. Sometimes I save them for when I kind of like need them later, but it's not doing like say you need it round 20. It's giving you was it like 2k, and you've probably got like 3k eco by then, so you know, who cares? I think we're getting our trap ready as well. It's going to be a little bit awkward. It's alright. I guess I don't know, it doesn't really matter what device, but I guess PC would be a bit bad, but I can keep ecoing whilst collecting the trap is something. Something positive. I guess PC can't do that. Yeah, that's the one that it'd be bad on, but it's a little bit awkward to, yeah. I guess on pinks, you're going to like lose your, you can't hold down and do it. Something like eco glitch I think I've heard about. I've not really looked into it, but I think you could then just max eco and do that, but yeah, but grab our trap down just because well, he's got a eco, so we might as well take money from his eco rather than him just being able to get it all off for free. So yeah, we keep sending in these constant yellows, cash injection, because we can, and yeah, just keep max ecoing of yellows. Not a lot else is going to come down for now. I'm thinking, can we catch him out of a rush? Probably not in this game, because heli, we're going to have so much money by round 11. 2 traps down and like a spike storm. You're going to have to send so much, and you'd like be losing a lot of eco if you want to go in for that rush. Like when you're maxing, okay, he disconnected, but he does come back. And yeah, we go for a heli, I guess just to be like a deterrent. So if he did send a big rush in, be like, yeah, we're close to an Apache. We only need to sell those 2 engineers and have a little bit of money in hand, and then we're able to defend. I should move a little bit further back though. We blocked it in place too high up. We don't want it to interfere with the trap money that we're gaining. And yeah, spike storming is also completely fine to the a rainbow rush if he sends it in, because we are going to send him a little rush in. It's a load of rainbows. I don't think he could afford his Apache at the moment. And he doesn't need spike storm it. We could re-rush straight away, but then I think if we get countered we lose, and he can probably afford his Apache right now. It looks like he's going for it for some reason rather than keeping his traps down. And he's definitely not ecoing, so it's a bit strange, but you know, here's what it is. We're just going to collect as much of this rainbow rush as possible, and he doesn't actually send us enough. I think he gets screen lagged, so Team Tower sends us, but he didn't know that was just screen lag, so we're actually completely fine to all of that. And yeah, now we're in a pretty good position. He's got an Apache down, we've got 3 traps down, so we can collect while ecoing. I should probably change to whites while we're going to collect the thing, and then I could change 3 back to pinks. Is probably better rather than leaving it entirely, but you know, that's getting very awkward about it, so it doesn't really matter at all at this stage. We just want to max eco. And what round we should die at, so we should die to, I initially thought BFBs would be pretty strong, but then I realised, oh wait, first strike will just clear everything up. So first strike, yes, which we'll be able to afford very easily, so we need to send in like multiple BFBs, multiple ZMGs in, so that they all get split up, and then a Team Tower Stone can really mess up the opponent. That's what should be optimal for beating the opponent. We space eco, I don't know why we're going for more Apaches because we're worried about like Moabs or something. Or potential BFB rush. Oh yeah, we completely forgot first strike was a thing, which was kind of funny. So we're thinking, damn, a BFB defender can be kind of hard. We're going to need our spike zones, we're going to need everything. So yeah, we've got all these traps still collecting stuff, but Apache's at the back now. And yeah, we're going to send them in some BFBs because we forgot first strike was a thing. So we send him and load him. He sends his stuff in as well. And we like get our things down. He first strikes the whole rush. I'm like, oh damn, yeah, we can just first strike everything. I forgot. So we now play our first strike. He team tower stuns. We can clutch up in time with that, and we can first strike. And even though he knew the defend was the first strike, he keeps sending and uses all his ego. I'm like, wait a minute, what's he doing? He figured the thing out, and now but he's sending at me anyways. Like, he literally worked out how to defend this, but he's sending it in anyway. Like, what is he doing, bro? And yeah, now he's got no ego left, and he's broke, and now we can just sell the first strike if we want, or sell the engineers, I guess, and just send in the BFBs, and we win the game. So yeah, that was a pretty funny one. And oh damn, he just disconnects. So yeah, if that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed the commentary and the thoughts on the new arenas. But yeah, let us know what you think about them down below. But yeah, maybe a leaderboard will be on screen if I cut this bit out. But yeah, have a nice rest of your day. And yeah, let's see ya.